Hello fellow travelers, this is Chris back again with another travel reaction video. And this video is by Gregor Brown and it's about Naples, Italy. It's called The Real Italy to Visit, Naples Exposed. So let's see what he's going to expose about Naples. So let's get into it.
Benvenuto a Napoli.
Caffè espresso napoletano.
Ti ho detto è il vero mondo Napoli.
Cosa? Non capisco nulla.
Naples. There's no place in the world like this city. The local grit, the pizza.
Now that's a reason to go to Naples right there, is for that pizza. I'm sure it's probably one of the best things that I would ever put in my mouth, with a nice white or red wine. That's a good way to spend a couple of hours on a weekday or weekend afternoon. I'd be all for it.
Aroma, the salty volcanic air. If you truly want to understand Italy, come here, Naples or Napoli, and you'll see this is the real Italy to visit. We are down in the south of Italy, in the region of Campania. This is less polished than the more touristy cities of Milan, Rome, or Florence, but here you can get the sense of what real Italians are like. Their warmth, their hospitality, and yeah, their food as well. And we're gonna get down into the heart of the city here, down into the belly of the beast, and do a little bit of exploration. Starting from the top of Naples isn't just about the view, it's about understanding.
That is a beautiful view. You just walk up there and just sit and admire that. It's wonderful.
The history, because with every step down is a step back in time. Everyone wanted a part of this place. First the Greek, then the Spanish, but it's always been Naples. Even with some hesitation, it joined the Italian Union. As we explore today, you'll see over the years, don't you worry, Napoli kept its true identity. And this identity, I think, is the one that most closely resembles the...
It's a lot of graffiti though, like where he's going. But I noticed that when I went to Florence, is even back in 2011 or 12 when I went, that it was a lot of graffiti everywhere. Even around some of the, like the historic center. So
Italian identity. Un caffè macchiato o una sfogliatella? Stop here for a little energy break. Sfogliatella. È buona la sfogliatella.
Buona, molto, very good.
So it's explained to be Neapolitan is to be a part of the neighborhood. In this case, we're in the Spanish Quarter, and he feels at home here. And of course, the Caffè Napolitano is particular because of its water that they use. Particolare perché l'acqua che si
like
usa.
New York pizza, I guess it's the water that you use.
The weather, the coffee, everything comes together to make the perfect cup of joe. Oh, I got a little extra pep in my step with some coffee from Naples, and we are right in the heart of Naples, going up and down this road that's nicknamed Spacca Napoli. Spacca Napoli? Si chiama? It's a traditional road that cuts through the center of Naples, and I'll get more into its history here in a second, but this is kind of the beating heart of Naples. If you walk this road, you'll take in a lot of what it is to be in Naples. This just feels like the real Italy, like you're in a movie, on a set for what Italy should be everywhere you go around the boot. But here in Naples, it's still that way. Laundry hanging up from clotheslines, motorbikes buzzing by. We're walking Spacca Napoli right now. And this is one of the main roads that still exist from the Greco-Roman period. It's a grid system. You have this one running this way. There are other ones parallel over that way, as it was back in the day. So here we're walking through history, through time, but also living in the present. Why is it called Spacca Napoli? Well, spacca means split or break. So it cuts Napoli in one side to the other. This this is great. They're true fans. So here is a shrine to the teams that Napoli beat, their ashes, and it says, we've pulverized them into
That's
ashes.
funny.
In each urn, in each vase are the fictitious ashes of the team. We have Juventus there. We have Empoli, AC Milan, all of them to ashes,
That's
pulverized by Napoli. And this is Patrizia's place. She's apparently a fan of Maradona. And up these steps here, we're gonna go find the shrine of Maradona.
Sì.
Patrizia, grazie di nuovo.
Ciao.
Arrivederci.
Ciao.
She invited me up to her house for a coffee, and that just shows the hospitality and the warmth
Yeah, I like that.
of the Neapolitan, because right like that, bam, inviting you into their house, wanting to show you around, wanting to give an explanation of the story of Napoli, of the story of the Spanish Quarter.
See, like with me being from Tennessee, I enjoy like friendly people in a friendly town. People that invite you in for, like, of course in the South, maybe sweet tea or something to eat. Things of that nature. I've always had the impression or been told that Italians are pretty friendly. Yeah, there's pretty friendly people just about everywhere that I've been. Especially like in Colombia, they're pretty friendly there. But that kind of neighborhood and environment and culture is something I could definitely get with right there for sure.
This Spanish Quarter is called that way because when the Viceroy of Spain was here, he created this neighborhood for his troops, and it's remained in this historic center of Naples with this classic look. And in here, you'll notice these half windows, half and full doors. Buongiorno. These are called the bassi. The bassi, giusto? Sembra che le case entrano le strade. It's like the houses just go out into the street, and the streets and the houses are all one. What's it like living in Naples in the Spanish Quarter? Com'è di vivere qua nel quartiere spagnolo?
Bellissimo.
Bellissimo.
Molto bello. Sì.
Sei proprio napolitano da.
Napoletano, sì.
Come ti chiami?
Mariano.
Mariano. Mi chiamo Greg. Benvenuto. Buongiorno.
Ogni un palazzo di questo sono secolari.
And this stuff right here is where I probably need to try to learn some Italian. I speak some Spanish, probably about maybe low intermediate level, but just looking at Spanish and Italian and even some Portuguese, there's a lot of similarities. So maybe I could learn some Italian and be able to communicate people when I go back again. That would be good.
Wow. Grazie di nuovo.
Ciao, buona
Ciao.
giornata.
Grazie per spiegare.
Prego.
As he just said there, the Spanish
out.
Quarter is the beating heart of Naples. You got Vespas buzzing by, the vibrant environment of the bossy houses. This is Naples full bore, turned up to 11, and so much history, so much story in this neighborhood. And he was just explaining here, this is a historic palazzo where Leopardi lived, and he was from the war back in the day. Vespas parked left and right, laundry strung up, and you even hear the sounds of nature, birds chirping. This town is so gripping and engulfing. The people so authentic and warm. I'm loving it. If you're a football fan, a Diego Maradona fan of Argentine football or Italian football, or a Napoli fan, or heck, just a fan of a good time, well, you need to get yourself down here and see this square and this mural here to the late Diego Maradona, because this is the heart of the action. Well, we're gonna get more into him later, but Italians love their dead people, and they erect so many shrines and put up so many memories of them. You see them all over the place, and he's been sanctified. And in a city, in a country that is so religious, so practicing Catholic, well, they know how to worship and praise someone. And in this case, it's a football star, former football star, Diego Maradona, who played with the team through the 1980s and up into the 90s, lifted the team's spirits, especially in the times of the earthquake, the massive earthquake that rocked Naples in 1980. He came into the town and helped lift it up with his number of scores and goals that he had over the years playing soccer, football. This is Diego Maradona, and this is the ultimate shrine to his greatness. Naples, of course, is the birthplace of Toto, Sophia Loren, and where Diego Maradona played some of his best years of football. Here in Naples, celebrities aren't just remembered, their family pass by a shrine and you might think Toto is expecting you at his house for dinner, or that you might have seen Sophia Loren in the market.
Ah, ma dove esco qua?
Sì, in video.
E dove esco qua?
Ciao.
Grazie.
Napoli gifted the world one of mankind's most significant contributions, the pizza. Pizza Napolitano is like the city itself. Simple ingredients, complex flavors, and fiercely defended. Forget pineapple. Here, the only debate is how crispy the crust should be. And oh yeah, slight crispiness, doughy, just how you want it. Pizza margherita, well that.
Now see, for pizza, I'm definitely a thin crust guy, crunchy. That looks a little bit soft for me, but I'm sure I'd still eat it and enjoy it. But I definitely like thin crust and crunchy. Yeah, that's a good looking pizza. I still like pepperoni though.
Has an interesting story. Named Margarita after the former queen. Here it was invented, as the story goes, for her with the simple ingredients of basil, tomato sauce, and fior di latte cheese, which is the colors of the Italian flag, green, white, and red. Eating a pizza in Naples is one of those must-dos when you're here in this famous city. Well, because this is a holy, sacred experience. So important that in 2004, Italy laid down the law on what constitutes a pizza Napolitano. And that's the thickness of the crust, the thickness of the interior, the diameter of the pizza, the ingredients that go into it. All of it's important because pizza is a religion in Naples. They have the phrase, vedi Napoli, poi mori, see Naples, then die, which is true, but I would almost say, see Naples, eat pizza, then die. They say that Rome is the city of 7 hills. Well, Naples is the city of 500 domes, each dome with its own express hotline to the heavens, or at least a hotline to your next slice of heavenly pizza. The domes or cupolas, well, they're all around and you can see them from up above dotting the city. So many, in fact, that this city is said to have the most number of churches anywhere in the world. Catholicism, religion, runs deep here. Okay, that was an interesting visit inside this church here. I'll put the links and information, all that downstairs in the description below. This is a church from the late 1600s to 1700s, a Baroque church. And what's interesting in that church is the lower church, because down there, it gets pretty creepy and creepy quickly. Skulls and crossbones and all sorts of other bits down there. They're from the years of 600 to 700. They were there before the church, and the church was built there. The locals pray for those souls that are already dead there. They pray for the people. They hope by doing that they're ensuring their passage through the pearly gates. It's an interesting, trippy visit, but you may not want to have your pizza right beforehand. What you'll find is that here the people are very religious and superstitious. They'll rub the nose of Puccinella and put garlic on the back of little figurines and carry the little chili peppers around with him. These guys here. Quanto è importante Maradona per Napoli?
Un dio Maradona a Napoli.
Ciao! Ciao! Ciao Anna! I wanted to take you to the Mercato, the market, Pina Seca. It's right in this area, and usually it's just buzzing, and you can see all sorts of local products and foods. Unfortunately, we're filming today, it's Monday, market's closed. And one of the things I wanted to get in the market is the cone, the coppa. I've been tipped off here. There's a place down here where I can get it, so let's go. Naples is the heart of Italian cuisine, especially for those of us who are seafood lovers. And
Oh, that's something that you will notice when you travel to other countries, is that Monday and Tuesday are usually like the slow days and a lot of stuff is closed, and Wednesday to even Sunday are the busier days. So yeah, Monday and Tuesday, if you're going somewhere that you might want to use that as your travel day, but everything picks up Wednesday to Saturday especially, and then Sunday still. A lot of restaurants are open at least in the afternoon and early evening, so you can still do stuff then.
And fried food lovers. Here's the place right here. Let's go. The only thing that can compete with pizza is a colpo. That's a cone like this, filled with fried goodness. Yes, even in Naples, fried food is a work of art. In here, I have anchovies, calamari bits. He salted them plenty with the fried oils. You can still taste the seafood, and yeah, it's delicious and just what you need at the end of the day after exploring the city. The only thing that can top this for your afternoon treat of fried foods is fried pizza. I can't handle a fried pizza on top of the pizza I had before and this colpo.
That would be a lot.
Colpo, but I do recommend it on your visit here to Naples. For everything you need to know on visiting Italy, the best time of the year to visit, which airports to fly in and out of, credit card or cash, and where to stay, hotels versus Airbnb, well, I made an easy to download e-guide that you can have offline in your pocket for when you're traveling around this great country. There's a link for it down in the description below. An afternoon at the beach in Naples is like a masterclass in the art of relaxation. An Italian, and indeed a Neapolitan, loves his beach. It's the perfect way to cool off after a hot and spicy day roaming around the city. And for me, Naples is one of those cities that boast a good beach. One of those big cities like a Barcelona, like Nice, where you have the city right next to the beach, the perfect combination. Sun and sea, the smell of fresh pizza mixing with the salty air. This is Naples.
Wow, so that's a good way to end the video and end the day. Again, that video was by Gregor Brown, The Real Italy to Visit, Naples Exposed. So that's very interesting. That's another place I probably need to visit. Like I said, I probably need a month just to travel around Italy and other countries too. But yeah, food, beautiful scenery, beach. What else do you need? So I'll leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one.